Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good time. My name is Dooso Radido and I am so glad that you are getting an opportunity to come and be part of this brief highlight that I'm going to share with you today. I am an author of a number of books, and today I have decided to do a little highlight from one of the books that I have done here, which is called Faith in Action. Faith in Action is an interesting book. It's one of my fascinations. I like reading that book because of the insights that are captured in that book. And I just want to share with you a couple of thoughts that I was able to capture in that book. Now, this is how the book looks like. Faith in Action. Very colorful, very lovely. I released the book in 2022, and the reason why I wrote this book is because I just wanted to demonstrate how faith looks like on the front line. And it is my opinion that it is not possible to do life without engaging the gears of faith. It doesn't matter whether you're a believer or not. As long as you show up in life, there are certain aspects of life that require you to be in faith. And so I wrote this book. I wrote it as an entrepreneur. I wrote it as a business person. I wrote it as a thought leader, as an author, of course, and as somebody who is interested in sharing my thoughts. And I also wrote it as a believer. So I am writing this book, bringing all those perspectives into one. And I just want to demonstrate how faith looks like on the front line. The discussions around faith have always been marred with mystique, and a lot of things are being said which are not easy to put into practice. But my intention in this was to look at the practicality of faith and the practical elements of faith, which I think are things that somebody can be able to learn and practice, and then just put them into action as a way of producing results or delivering on what they want to do. Now, one of the biggest messages that I share in this book is the nature of faith. The nature of faith. Because faith has a texture to it, it has a color, it has a feel. It has a way it shows up. It has a way it looks. It has a way it sounds. It has a way it processes things, and it has a way it handles things. And when you look at it from that practical end, then it becomes very easy for you to be able to embrace it, to practice it, or even to teach it to other people. And with that in mind, it's also very easy to be able to spot it. When somebody is in faith, you can be able to spot what they are doing, or you can be able to say this person is actually in faith, or they are operating in faith. And so the reason why this book was written is to be able to demonstrate that. So I'm going to read you a little something from a few pages inside the book, which I think are very powerful insights that I can use to challenge your thinking and invite you to consider reading the book if you've not read the book yet. So in the chapter that discusses the characteristics of faith, which is chapter number 3, I look at the different characteristics of faith. I look at faith as something that inspires expectation. It is built on full persuasion. It has an element of endurance and patience. It also has an element of intentionality, conviction, surety, etc. But one of the most important characteristics of faith, of course, is action. If somebody says they're in faith but they are not engaging in what I call faith-inspired action or commensurate action, then they're definitely not doing faith the right way. So when someone has believed and believed enough, one of the things they do is to act. If your faith is just talk and plan and hope and sitting back and taking a laid back position, or just stagnating in one place, then you know that your faith is not genuine. It's not taking you in the right direction. But when faith is genuine, it produces action, faith-inspired action or faith-compatible action. So let me show you some few lines from the book here that is going to inspire you, hopefully. There are two things that authenticate faith. Number one, the thing that you have believed in. That means its credibility, its ability, and its will to supply whatever you believe that you're going to get from it. The other thing that authenticates your faith is your action. If you want to demonstrate that you've truly believed in something, then you have to put on action that is inspired by that faith or that is compatible with the faith that you claim to be in. Those actions must stem from the conviction and the persuasion that you have, or the expectation that is building up inside of you because you have now entered into faith. Faith is demonstrated by the actions that you engage in after conviction and persuasion. Genuine faith leads you to action. When you have believed enough, it affects your behavior, it affects your action. Faith produces actionable or demonstrable results. It is actually foolishness to claim that you are in faith, but you cannot put action into it. If you read the scriptures in the book of James chapter 2 and verse 26, it says, as the body without spirit is dead, so faith without action is dead. And verse 20 of the same chapter now says, "O foolish man, do you not know that faith without works is dead?" So a lot of people operate in the dimension of having the kind of faith that does not produce action, or they don't want to take responsibility for the faith they claim to be in because they're afraid, or they're not ready to invest themselves in action. At the point of action, you actually pay the price of believing. The labor of faith is the actions that you take because you have believed. Faith is not just making statements and declarations and pronouncements. You have to validate your faith by the actions that you take because of the things that you have believed. Now that's the end of the excerpt from the book Faith in Action. It's a powerful book, it's very inspirational, and it just goes straight to the point and straight to the facts. Faith in action. Activate and exercise your faith. Now, if you've not read this book, I want to challenge you to grab it and read it. You make it one of your to read books for this year, and your life will never be the same again. The people who have read this book and have given me feedback, they talk about how provoked they are after reading the book. And it was my intention to provoke people from taking a laid-back approach to life and the things of life, and beginning to engage in the practicality of the faith that they have gotten themselves into as a way of producing demonstrable results. Faith in action. This book is right now on promotion. I'm going to be selling it at a discounted price. Now, if you check the link that I'm sharing in the comment section below, it will show you how to get the book. I want you to rush there and grab, because I have a couple of copies that I'm going to be giving at a discounted price. As soon as those copies are sold, then that will be it. But my challenge to you is consider reading this book, because it will help you in your spiritual journey, in your career journey, in your life generally, and even in the different things that you hope to achieve for yourself. Thank you so very much for sparing time to listen to me today. My name is Dooso Radido. I'll see you again another time. God bless you so much.